Hello, everyone. Welcome to our live stream today. We are streaming on multiple channels, YouTube and LinkedIn. I don't think we're doing on Facebook at this point, but at least those two streams. So, if as you're whatever platform you're on, if you have any questions, comments, whatever you want to shout out at us, go ahead and do that, and we will respond accordingly. And down in the comments area, you can put whatever you want to put in there. We're excited today. I've got Jared with me. He's kind of offline a little bit. He's out in the boonies today, but
Out in the
we can
sticks.
catch him by audio.
Yep.
You're there, right, Jared?
Yep, I'm here. Can you hear me
I
okay?
th- yeah, you're coming in. It looks like you're coming in well on
Oh,
the
good.
audio. So good stuff. So we're excited. We kind of semi-launched. Well, we actually had it out for a while now. A product called CallManager, and CallManager works with the Axe CRM system. And what we've done is we've enhanced it. Now we kind of did a soft launch. I think it was last summer, if I remember correctly. And but we didn't. We had the web page up and stuff, but there were some other features that we wanted to add. So we kind of just put it in there, and we've had some people beta test it, and we've had some people purchase it. But now we've taken it to the next level, and we're ready to put this out there. It actually the new update. I'm on a beta right now, so we're doing the kind of the launch today, but it'll be available next Friday. Now you can still download it now, but you'll get the old build, and so the new build will be available next Friday. We're just fixing a few little tweaks, but I'm really excited to show this to you. This is a huge thing. This is something that we've been using for a long time internally, but then we wanted to add some features to it. And so we've been kind of mucking around and adding it and having a few people test it out for us. And we're just totally excited. Part of what we do is trying to enhance the productivity for our clients and ourselves. Usually we start off with ourselves. It's like, okay, how can I make this quicker, faster, easier? And then what we do is once we got it kind of dialed in, then we provide that out to you, the consumer, and try to help you with your productivity gains. So what we're going to do is we're going to show you how this is. It's really a fairly simple program, and the nice thing is it works in conjunction. The beef of this is actually connected to RingCentral. RingCentral is one of the bigger voice over IP phone system carriers out there, and we've tested out a bunch of them. And this is the one that we really like because it has a lot of flexibility. Now, this call manager will work with other ones, and some of the other carriers use RingCentral as their backend. Like I believe TELUS, and there's a few others that actually use RingCentral as their engine, if you will. But there are others that don't. That they have different engines that they use. And it will work with them, but it'll only work as a dialer. It won't have all of the features that I'm going to show you today. And but with that, it's we're just like super happy about this. And I'll tell you, I use this all the time. And when Matt was actually making some changes and stuff like that, and I was down for a couple of days, it was like super painful trying to make phone calls the old-fashioned way using the dialer. And this works also with soft phones. So that would be, if for those who don't know, for those older fellas or older people that have the old style dial
Inter
phones, and I'm not talking about the rotary phones. I'm talking to push button desk phones. Um, I kind of weaned myself off of that. Oh, probably about 5 years ago, and it was
like an
due
internet
due
phone?
to the younger fellas like Jared and Matt and Nathan and a few others people
Other
that
people?
were, why are you on a desk phone? And so I think there was a little joke going around. So out of peer pressure, I moved to a soft phone, and which now I would never go back.
We're all subject to peer
Jared, you had
pressure.
a
It's
you had a
okay.
comment there, Jared. You were trying to gonna razz me or what?
Oh, I was just gonna say like internet phone. I guess they have yeah different names. Soft phone. It's just Seems like everybody now has something that connects to the computer, just makes it a little bit easier.
Exactly.
You're already working
Exactly.
there. Why not have your phone connected there? It just makes it a little bit
Yep.
faster, a little
Yep.
bit better.
And now Jared's voice isn't coming through as good as it is when he's
No.
in his office, but it's good enough for this live stream. All right, so without any further ado, let's dive over to my other screen here, and we'll kind of show you how this works. And let's zip over here. Okay, so now what we've got. I'm using this is a demo database just so we can make sure we're compliant with YouTube and LinkedIn. We are on a demo database called Sales Rep. It's a template that we have. And what we're going to do is we're going to kind of show you how the dialer works. So up at the top here with the dialer, and I'm pretty sure now Matt's not online, but I'm pretty sure with the dialer you get this part of it. You may get the whole thing. And let me just jump in and add. All right, there we are. So right here, up at the top, and let me just zoom in. So right here, I think this whole bar comes with it. I can't remember. I'll have to check. At least from this part here, where the dialer is, it says Todd, and then it has the dialing number, and then it has a bunch of little features there. That part is definitely with it, but I'm pretty sure this other part where you can add a new contact, you can create a company, create an opportunity. I believe that whole bar is with this. And then on the far right hand side, I'll kind of show you the configuration of this first, and then what I'll do is I'll show you what Jared's going to make a phone call in, and we'll show this jump to his record. So you can see on here, it automatically will put in, once you install it, it'll put the dialer buttons in there. If you're not using RingCentral or one of the carriers that use the RingCentral database engine, you won't get the texting portion of this. But if you're using RingCentral or any of the RingCentral engines that are out there that companies are using, then you will get this, and you'll be able to text directly out of here, and you'll be able to text to individuals, and you can actually text to groups as well. But let me go into this gear here, and we'll look at the settings. Actually, I was actually, let me just cancel this here. I was actually doing this wrong. I should have done it this way.
Okay, there we go.
This is the
Yeah.
bar that I was talking about. Here I was actually on my other screen showing this.
Okay, I was about to say
This is
something. I
the
was
thing
like,
that happens
oh,
with live streams, man. You can really muck up bad. Uh,
that's all good.
all right, so this is what I was referring to. This everybody's going, well, what's he pointing to? This is what I was referring to
Oh,
for
that little
this.
top bar there. Yeah.
Yeah, this bar at the top here. Yeah. So I'm not sure if it's this part here where it starts with Todd and goes across, or whether it's this whole bar here that you get. But I'm pretty sure you get the whole thing where you get a new contact, company, opportunities, and then this part. I think that comes with the dialer. I know we have this in a bunch of different add-ons, so I'm pretty sure that comes with this as well. Then we go to the gear here. Now, in the gear, it'll say connect to RingCentral when you after you've installed it. You connect to RingCentral. You'll have your credentials that you'll log into it, and then it'll load this up for you. And then it'll show you can have it linked to last used device. You can have it use your mobile app, RingCentral desk phone, a soft phone. So you have different selections that you can use. Usually we just leave this for the last device used because it'll log and keep that. So if you're kind of jumping from a desk phone to a soft phone to a mobile phone, you can kind of select which way you want to go. It has a history component in here, and this is part of the new stuff that we added because we added our own history in here. We were using the default history of ACT. The only problem is when it pops up the history window, you couldn't do anything else. You couldn't navigate around. You couldn't do anything else. You were kind of locked into that screen. So you have some choices here. If you choose to create the history, and you don't have to, you can turn this off and it won't pop up a history. But if you have this, you can have it and I like mine at the end of it. Some people like to start have it at the start so it'll pop up and then they can just type in notes as they're having their conversation. I'm more of a write a few things down just because I'm old school, write a few things down and then type it in right at the end of the call. But you choose which way works best for you. You can have it for inbound calls, outbound calls, or inbound and outbound. So that I have mine for both, and then record history for sent texts, and then automatically go to contact automatically during calls. So again, these features here, like the go to contact, this is based on the ID string. When the call comes in, it will actually look up that contact record, which we're going to show. That'll be the first thing we show. And if that's not checked off, and that'll only work with the RingCentral infrastructure. On other ones, it'll just dial out. It won't allow to create or look up that individual. So I'll press OK. Got it all set. Now, Jared, what I'll get you to do is I'm just going to pop up. Now, before I get Jared to ring me, RingCentral will connect to several different ways of doing it. This is a RingCentral, just a dialer app for RingCentral. This is the basic entry-level dialer, and you really don't need anything more than that. And this is what I've used for a long time. Then they have a full suite or a kind of like team, Microsoft Teams. You can do meetings, you can do all sorts of stuff. So they have this whole great big unit or device or infrastructure that you can use, but it's a little more heavier. So what it does is it puts a little more weight on your computer and uses resources up, because it's pretty much identical to Microsoft Teams. So if you've got Microsoft Teams open, you've got this open, it's going to put some load on your resources, and that's why I use this dialer here. So that I don't have all of those resources. This is a lot lighter than using the full one. Now, what I've done is I switched from this about, I think it was last year sometime, I switched to this and went over to RingCentral, because Teams, because Teams now has an add-on app that you can bring in the RingCentral right into Teams. So now what I use Teams for everything. I don't even use this dialer. I use the Microsoft Teams, and I have the RingCentral dialer built into it, and everything works in conjunction. I will probably do a live stream on that in the future to show how that works. But today we're just talking about the dialer. So I've got this up just so you can see. Jared, if you want to give me a call, and keep an eye, I'm on Todd Miller's record, again, demo database. But you'll see when Jared calls in, it will pull up his record. So go ahead, Jared.
Okay. I be calling you. It just takes a second to connect.
All right. So here comes the call. You'll see that it automatically pulled up Jared's record. I'll answer the call. So now I'm having a conversation with Jared. There's probably a little bit of reverb going on.
Hello,
and
hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you. I'm not sure if they'll hear you through the system audio, but you can see how it looked up Jared's record, which makes it really, really nice. Now, if I want, as I'm having the call, in the center here, you can see this record button. So I can actually record the conversation, but it's also up at the dialer here. So I can click on this record button, and it will record the conversation that we have and attach it to the contact's record. And I think Matt's going to have this so we can auto do this, but I think that I'm not sure if that's what he's finishing off, or is that going to be on the next one. But at this point, you have to manually do this. So if you're using the RingCentral app, it'll have a button in the center to record. If not, you've got the record button right here. And this is, hopefully you can hear this. I'll put this on right now.
This call is being recorded.
There you go.
Yeah.
So now,
and I heard that too on the call.
Okay.
Just so they know.
Okay, we're getting a little bit of echo there, but just because he's on the phone as well. So now it's recording this call that we're having, and it indicates to the individual that this call is being recorded. And then when I want to finish, I'm going to stop the record. Actually, I can either stop the recording or just hang up, either one, and it's going to then process. So I'm just going to hang up on you, Jared, on this call. We'll say we're finished, and
Okay.
I don't, maybe it's an extra step to click the stop recording and then turn it off. So I'm just going to turn off the call or cancel the call, end the call, whatever you want to call it, and you'll see how this works when I finish. Okay, here we go. So I end the call. And just give it a second. We're going to have a record history button. Matt's, there it is. So the record history button has popped up, or window has popped up. Now you can see recording in progress. So even if I press cancel or save, it's going to actually continue to process and then create the attachment. So you can see here, recording is ready. I can listen to it right here if I wish, or I can actually do it in the history. So if I do click this button just to listen to it, it'll bring up a window.
This call is being recorded.
There you go.
Yeah, and I heard that too on the
So there you go. You could actually hear the recording, and then I can put in, I can either dictate or type my stuff in. I'm just going to go test 1, 2, 3. And you have these full edit features that you can put in there. You can do instead of putting test 1, 2, 3, I can just put a date stamp in there and blah, 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 bold it, highlight it, whatever you want. Let's see, we'll highlight that in yellow, press OK. And this is our own record window. So you can kind of move around to other things in there while I believe you can. Yeah. Yeah, see, I can go to different fields and stuff in here. So I'm not stuck like the native Act one. I can actually go outside and do other things and still have this window pop up. All right, so, and then I'm going to save. And then I go to my history window, and there's the call received. And you can see the button there to pull up the call. I can just do the same thing in there.
This call is being recorded.
And that's how easy it is. It's like when you think about what you can do, you can record your call and then go back and capture all that information, take that recording. You can have it transcribed if you were. RingCentral is actually looking at, and they're in the process, but it's not rolled out all the way yet, of actually having transcription. So in the future, we may have another button up here. Soon as RingCentral has this finished, to be able to actually transcribe, record and/or transcribe the call. Which again, then you don't have to type notes; it'll just type it in there for you. At least that's the concept.
We got a few questions there, Gary. I just wanted to bring a couple of them up, if
yeah.
that's okay. So we had a question about why perhaps this is not working on like the Act Cloud version. Is that something that will be in the future? Perhaps for CallManager,
so in
or is
the
that in
Act
development?
Cloud version, yeah, that's a good question. In the Act Cloud version, at this point, you can do a dial out from that, and you can actually choose RingCentral as your calling mechanism. At this point, we don't have all the features that we have here for the web version of this yet, but we do have it so that you can call out from it. So all you're using is your soft phone when you do that. I'll do a different live stream on the web version, on the dialer on that. It's more of just a dialer. It's not looking up the contact. Our first rendition of this wanted to do with the desktop. Our second one, we'll be looking at the web version. But we do have the web version working for dialer. So if you have the web version, you want to dial out, you want to use RingCentral or any other voice over IP carrier, it's set up to do that now. But what you will do is on the phone number, it'll have a hyperlink. You'll click on it. And the first time you do it, it'll say, well, what do you want to actually call out from? And it will list from your computer what you have. So if you've got a different soft phone on there, or if you've got RingCentral, it'll actually allow you to choose that. And then you can keep that as your default. And then when you dial out, it'll automatically dial out from that. But it won't, at this point, when a call comes in, actually look up the individual contact. Part of the reason of that is we're waiting for Act to release webhooks so that we can actually connect in and do certain things. So part of that is just waiting for a future release, which is coming up fairly soon, I've been told. and then we'll have these webhooks. Then we can start doing some extra stuff there. But right now, you get the full feature on the desktop. Just hang tight for the web version.
For the
Any
cloud.
other questions, Jared?
Yeah, there was. So what if somebody had already purchased CallManager right now? How do they get this update? Didn't you say it was next Friday it's
if
supposed to
they've
be
already
coming
got
out?
CallManager, you'll be on our list. As soon as Matt's finished this off, you'll get an email saying, here's the latest update, and then you'll be able to just install it yourself. It's pretty easy.
Oh, perfect. There was another question. I'm not sure if this is integrates with CallManager here, but can you use CallManager at all to dictate on the notes or to dictate on the notes recording, for example?
Oh,
Or
so you mean
like
when
have you
that pops
dictate
up,
on the
when the
notes
history pops
recording?
up? Is that what you're
Yeah,
referring
when you
to?
were going to when you were
Yeah,
going to put in the history.
yeah,
How do you
absolutely.
can you just dictate with
So
that as well?
yeah, so I'm going to call you right now. I'm going to call your cell
Okay.
phone, and then
Okay.
we'll have the window pop up. So we'll just do a quick call and then pop it up.
Okay.
So when you answer it,
Hello?
okay. So we'll just give it a sec here, and then we will hang up just so we can get
Testing, 1, 2, 3.
and then I'll stop that. The window pops up a lot quicker when you're not doing a recording. Just an FYI, it's a
Oh,
little
yeah.
slower when you're doing the recording, just because it's got to integrate the recording into that history and create the connection, even though it's processing it. So just be aware when you're finished a call and you've had a recording, this history window will pop up a little slower. So in here, yes, I can dictate. Now I've got the Microsoft dictation here. So, but I don't want to use that at this point, just because I'm doing a live stream and I'm actually kind of going through a couple of different hops and jumps here. So I don't want to mess up my
Oh,
audio for the live stream. So I'm just going to use I'm on a Mac. I'm just going to use the Mac one just so you can see you can do it, but you can do it with the Microsoft Windows speech recognition.
okay. Just click
This is
that
a
and start
test checking
talking
out to
after.
see if the voice recognition works properly. There you go. And then save.
Oh, sweet. That way you can be faster, so you don't have to type it all out. You can just dictate right
No,
after. But notes about the call, follow-up stuff you want to do, and press save.
exactly. And that's exactly what I do. I use the voice recognition. I'm in a kind of a hybrid of how my system works because I run on a Mac and I run in a Windows environment as well. I can actually use my voice dictation from the Mac, which in my opinion is a little bit better.
Hmm.
Than I can use in the Microsoft one. The Microsoft one, it's decent, it's good, and if that's all you got, then use it. And there are other ones like Dragon Dictation you can use, but I like personally, just because I've got a hybrid, I like using the Mac. Just press. I've even got a button on my keyboard that has a mic there, and I just press it and start talking.
Do you have time to answer one other question
One
before
more
we move on?
question. Actually, one more question, and then I got a few more things I want to show.
Gotcha. Okay. So does the software have call forwarding or multiple numbers to call? Like, can you call out for multiple numbers, or is there call forwarding when
Yeah,
something comes in?
that's a good question. The call forwarding is actually on the
The,
carrier. So on the
the
carrier, you can
carrier
do your
side?
call forwarding
Hmm.
from the carrier. Now, in the settings here, I'm not sure if you can choose, do this pop down and choose different numbers. I'll have to check on that. So what we'll do is just let us know who it is, and then we will
Oh, yes.
respond
This
with
was,
an
yeah.
email. I'll get Matt to respond on that one.
Yep. We'll let you know. We'll let you know, Scott, for sure.
Okay. All right. So now, you've seen how easy it is to dial out. I dialed out to Jared. Now I'm going to send a text to Jared, and I'm just going to go test 1, 2, 3, 4, or let's really do this properly here. Hey, Jared, just wanted to check to see what you're up to today. We should probably go for lunch. I think it's your turn to buy. Hint, hint.
I'll have to hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that came through just good. You want me to
And
reply
then
back something?
on here, then what I can do is I can go to where am I going here? It's been a while since I used this because I use it in Teams and it's in
Down
a
at the very
different.
bottom, the message thing for texting. Left, 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 left. That's right, right. Isn't leftover one? Isn't it right there?
No, that's
Compose
compose
text.
a text. That's compose a text,
Oh,
but it doesn't take me to my text. I
oh,
think,
I see what you're saying.
yeah, I apologize, folks. I just got to find where it's been a while since I've used this interface. Okay, missed recordings as a calendar. Oh, here we are. Text message.
Oh, I see.
So there's the text message that I sent out. There it is there. And then in the Teams version of this, you've got your calls, your dialers, your text, everything's right there. So Jared just sent a text back. So I just open this up. It gives me my window. So there's my text to him. Now, right now, outbound texts go into history, and I'll show you that you can actually see it there. Text message, and I'll pop onto the history in a sec. We don't have inbound text yet. That Matt's looking into that right now. And so hopefully in the near future, we'll be able to have the inbound text go directly into history as well. That's one of the things on our agenda,
Oh,
but we
okay.
were trying to get a couple of these other things done first that were like recording histories, that sort of stuff. But if I go over to the history, you can see, hey, Jared, outbound ones, but the inbound ones aren't coming in at this point. You'll have to look at your dialer for that. But that's something that's on our roadmap, and it should hopefully be done in a not too distant future. So we've got dial out, we've got text, but it's pretty simple. Like it's not a really complicated thing to use. It's got some cool things in there from a productivity standpoint. And so, any other questions, Jared?
We had somebody that had a particular error they were getting, which we'll have to just connect with them offline because I'm not sure. Sometimes you can get different errors with different things, but we'll definitely
And if
collect
they're
with you
on one of the
offline to
older
fix
ones,
that.
they could have some errors as well. I know there was a couple of different things you were trying to do, and I remember when we got the first rollout, there are things pop up if it wasn't configured properly. Matt's done a lot of work on this over the last little while. So this new build again will be available next Friday. And we will, as soon as it's ready, we'll send an email out to those who already have CallManager so that they can download the link and do the update. And any feedback as you're using this, really appreciated. We're always looking for ways that maybe some people see the usage of this a little differently, or maybe some features that we haven't thought of. But by all means, send in your thoughts and stuff like that. And as we continue to progress with this, and possibly with the web version, once those webhooks are available, we'll let you know. We'll do another live stream specifically for those.
We got a couple other questions if you're up for that, or did you need to move on there?
No,
Gary?
no, go ahead. I've pretty much, unless there's,
Showed the most part? Okay.
basically you click on the button to dial out. You can do the text message. You also have the ability to do that, place a call, end a call, put a call on hold, and record a call right from here. So once you've established the call, I'll call you one more time, Jared, just so people can see this.
Okay. We did have a question if we were able to add a number to a text. So I'm assuming it's like
just a second. All right, so I just want to see this. So when it calls up, I can actually hang up the call from here. I can put the call on hold, so I can.
You're not showing the right screen.
You're not showing the.
You're not showing the right screen there. You're just showing your face.
Oh.
Yeah.
I knew that. I was just testing. I was just testing.
Oh, okay.
Just to
You're
see
just
if they were
testing.
paying
Okay.
attention.
Well, it is Friday too. After all,
it is Friday.
So it's been a long week. I'm sure.
Thanks for that. So
hey,
so right up here, and here I am pointing again. Here I am pointing
That's
again.
Okay.
Here it is, and nobody can see it.
Yeah.
Too funny.
That happens. It's all good.
Anyways, so once you've established the call, so I'm on a call right now with Jared, And you can see here, I can actually hang up the call. I can put the call on hold, and I can record the call right from these buttons as well. And when I'm on a record, I can actually dial the call right from here as well if I wanted to. So I'm just going to end the call, and then you can see that it's already hung up on the RingCentral app. And then
Okay.
and we'll just cancel that.
Can you add like a number to a text, like a group text? Can it be more than one person in a text chain, or just
yes,
one?
thank you for that. Let's go back, and I did remember to go to the other screen. So let's say I'm going to pick a group here.
Yeah, it could be like a small team or something you're
All
dealing
right,
with
so we'll
that's
just use these ones
multiple
here.
contacts.
Now, they actually have to have a mobile number, so let's just go in here and mobile number. Mobile phone, there we are. So these guys do, I'm going to put in a fictitious one for Jennifer.
And then while you're looking that up, what is the cost of CallManager there, Gary? What's the rate for that?
I believe the price is $49 annual. It's on our website. I believe
it's $49. Yep, $49 Canadian, or is that American?
No, that's if you're getting it off our website. If you get it off our website, it'll be in US dollars. For those who are in Canada and want this product, just call us directly. We'll give it to you in Canadian. So don't buy it on the online store, as you will get charged in US dollars. All right, so let me go back to my groups. And I'm going to go down to this test group. I'm going to look this group up. And so now if I want to send a group text out to these people, let's see here. I forget how to do this. Matt showed me. Dun, dun, dun.
I guess we'll need to have Matt on here one of these calls.
Yeah.
Get the programmer right in here. So
Matt, if you're listening, can you let us know? You can do it. I've only done this a couple of times. Yeah, it's really simple, right? I think it's in the right.
Oh, text message at the very bottom there.
There it is. There it is. I knew it was someplace close. There we are. So do the text
we even
message.
have people in the chat telling you what to do.
Okay. Hey, this is a team. This is a team job, right?
There we
go.
No,
I know it can do it, and I totally forgot to test that out. So
thanks,
you look up the people that you want to send it off to. You go to tools, or not tools, write, and then down to the bottom, text message. Then you can go to the current lookup, type in your message, and press send. Now, you can only do so many people at a time when you're doing this, and I'll have to check with Matt. There's buffers that RingCentral has on there that you can only send out so many at a time, and I think it's trying to make sure that you're not spamming people. So you won't want to send out to 1,000 people. I think there's some kind of a control or governor or buffer on that, and I know Matt was trying to program around that. So what we'll do, if you look back on this live stream, the recording of it, into the details part at the top, that you can click on more. If you click on that, we'll have in there a little bit more information on the group sending as far as what that buffer looks like. And we may do another just quick video up when Matt is finished at the end of next week, just to kind of recap this sort of stuff. But I know there's a buffer on that. I don't know. I can't remember what the ceiling was in. So it'll go so far, and then it won't send out any further. And I know I believe that he's kind of addressed that in this next build. So if you got a previous build, I don't know if he's dealt with that, or he didn't deal with that in the other one. There was a buffer, and you could hit the ceiling on it. But I think on this one, he's gotten past that, but I don't know how far. There is a buffer, so you'll need to kind of manage that. And it's just, these are protocols that RingCentral has put into place.
And it records the history for all of them, correct? We had a
yes, it does.
in the chat
When you
asking
send that out, it puts
correct.
it onto each record when you send that out.
Perfect. I assumed it did, but good to know, because that's important.
Any other questions?
Sounds like we have a happy customer, Rhett, saying we have been using the text option and it is great. Love the auto connect to the contact when they call in. Keep up the great work, guys. So thanks, Rhett. We appreciate your business, and yeah, if you have any suggestions on how to improve that, please let us know as well. But we're excited about this product, especially the new update coming up here next week.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, I think for now, unless anybody has any other questions, again, have a look in the comments area this afternoon. Give me a little bit of time to check with Matt to find out what that buffer is if you're going to send out to group people, and I'll put that what the buffer is in there, or maybe it's even been eliminated. I'm not sure, but I'll check into that and post that on this particular thing. I might even just put it in as a chat, or get Jared or myself will put it in as a comment in there for you.
We did get another question just here at
Yes.
the end here. It says, so if the call isn't answered, let's say, does it create a to-do to call them back? Like, for example, if there's a missed call, I don't think we have that set up, but it's a very good idea.
Actually, yes. If you've got, let's go to. All right. So if I call Jared again, and don't answer the phone this time, Jared. So I'm gonna call Jared.
I'll snub you. Or I'll ghost you, whatever you want to call it. Must be the weekend. Maybe I'll just forward you. That way it'll end it.
It's ringing.
It's been forwarded now.
Okay, so I cancel it because he wasn't up. So there's, and I'm really glad you brought that up, and I just about forgot to add this in. I didn't put my script together of all the things that I needed to cover on this because we were working on this. Matt was working on getting this beta working for me this morning. Well, not working for me, setting it up so the way I wanted to have it. So we didn't have a lot of time to do a lot of prep.
Yeah.
But in here, you can record the history, but you have a follow-up button right here. So you can say, where it says call completed, this is how I would do it. I'd say left a message. Jared was ghosting me, probably doesn't want to talk about the lunch appointment I was trying to set up with him.
I don't want to pay.
Didn't want to pay.
Your taste in restaurants is too expensive.
Exactly. And then what I could do is I can click on a follow-up. It's going to bring up another window. I can create a to-do to follow up, enter that in, create the activity, and then when I'm finished the activity, then I can go save and I'm done. So that's pretty much it. It's pretty straightforward. When it comes in, you can create the history, and you can also use the follow-up button, and that's something new. That's why I forgot it, because Matt just added that in. The follow-up button down at the bottom, then create your follow-up activity from that. Is that it? Any other questions, Jared?
Nope, don't have any more questions. So yeah.
Okay, well, hey, everyone, thank you so much for attending today. Hopefully this has been helpful to you. If you have any questions or comments, put them in the comments area, or you can direct message myself or Jared or Matt, and then we can answer any questions that you may have. But hopefully you can see how this can really enhance your productivity. For me, I honestly can't live without it. I'm a one-arm guy when I don't have my dialer. It's a little bit difficult. So anyways, I hope you have a great rest of your day and a great weekend, and all the best. We'll catch you next week, next Friday, for our next live stream. Have a good one. Bye for now, everyone.